kayak sailing, you need to be comfortable in a kayak in the wind. You can notice the difference of a sail in about 10 knots of wind. Your boat feels a little bit lighter where you're going. About 15 knots of wind, depending if it's from the back or from the side or an angle from the front. Your boat can feel either lighter or you can actually be going a bit faster, which is exciting. If you started getting into 20 knots of wind, woohoo! And 20 knots, 25 knots, especially from the back, you start getting some wind waves and catching surf rides and linking surf rides. I've actually caught rides of about 10.5 knots and sustained about 7.5 knots for a couple hours, so it can get really exciting. If you're in your boat, and let's say you capsize, can you find both of those lines with your eyes closed? Yes. Okay, you practice that. Okay. The sail is stowed on the deck right now, so I can paddle like I normally paddle. If I want the sail to be deployed, ideally I'll point into the wind, but it can work in lighter winds at any angle. So I will release the bungees, and then underneath the sail, neatly stowed, I've got 2 lines. The black one is the sheet. I want to have that as loose as possible before the sail goes up. And the red one we call the uphaul. I will get the sail all loose, make sure there's no lines all tangled up with it. Give the mast a toss and pull on the uphaul at the same time. There we go. If I were pointed upwind, the sail would actually be in this direction. Now I could paddle as I like. And depending where the wind, I don't really have much wind right here at all, but I can cleat off the sheet. Say the wind is pushing the sail, the whole boat just moves along nicely. That's with the wind from the back. If the wind is from the side, here, the wind will be filling the sail and I'll be paddling along. If the wind is from the front, the sail will be fairly straight in and I'll be paddling. So I can paddle about 45 degrees upwind as long as I'm motor sailing, paddling. If there's a really strong wind, I'll knock it this way, the sail will fall over. And you can release that uphaul, paddle forward, and gather your sail.
What are the hazards of using a sail like this, especially when the wind really picks up?
Having too much fun.